Hello, just to check, are you able to hear me and see my screen? Okay, now it's okay. Let's just begin for now. All right. So, okay, let me see. Yep, okay. Hey guys, welcome back to another webinar series brought to you by IronFX. Today we'll be going through the breaking news and setup, so it's very simple. All right, so I'm your host for today. My name is Woon Hong, and I'm an investment analyst at Everest Fortune Group, and we have a special collaboration with IronFX to provide you guys the webinars and setups every week. All right. So before I begin, as usual, this is the disclaimer. So everything in this webinar is educational in nature and nothing should be construed as investment or trading advice. So please do your own due diligence before you guys trade. All right. So now let's move on to the analysis. Oh, yes. Before that, I have to go through with you guys the agenda for today. So the agenda for today will be firstly, what are the other news that we have for the rest of this week, right? So later on, we have the Fed Chair Powell speaks, as well as Euro monetary policy statement, USD unemployment claims, and lastly, Euro ECB press conference. And for tomorrow, we have USD core PCE price index. All right, then after that, I'll be going through DXY, gold, oil, and any FX pairs that you want me to go through with you. All right. So let's just go through the news very quickly. Let's try this out. Okay, so earlier today we had the Fed Chair Powell speaks as well as RBA Governor Bullock speak. And later on, we'll have Euro main refinancing rate. So these two news will actually move the Euro currency quite a bit, right? Especially Euro USD or Euro JPY. And as you can see from here, right? If we go to the, let's say the H4 chart, right? We can definitely see. Oh, let's go to, give me a moment. Okay, this should be. Okay. You. Right. Now we got this. Okay, let's go to the chart. All right, if you see for Euro USD, right, we have a, let's just go get rid of this. Okay, so we are on the H4 time frame, and if you see right here that we have a news later on, right? At later on in about 2 hours time, right? We have the Euro monetary policy statement. And if it is positive, right? If it's hawkish, right? Meaning that they are talking to about increasing interest rates and also having a positive outlook on the economy itself, then we will have a push upwards to this first level of resistance later, right? But if you think about it, if you look at the chart itself, the overall structure is, you can see right here, left shoulder, head, and right shoulder, right? So this could just be a push upwards to the neckline of this head and shoulders pattern before the down move. So the initial move, right? Not that I will be able to predict the news itself, but if you were to go and see the overall structure, right? Price could potentially push up to this first resistance level during the news, and then after that we can look for potential sells, right? So this area that I've highlighted was the last down move before this push upwards that created this break of structure, as well as this break of structure over here. So after that, price eventually came down to correct this up move, right? Same as here, right? Previously we had a push upwards and then price came down, push upwards, price came down. Then what's next? Push upwards. Okay, so there's a chance for price to actually make a higher high right here. So ideally, if you are in a long trade for Euro USD, right, you can hold your long trade all the way to your first target will be this first resistance over here, right? Your stops below these levels, below this recent low. Okay, then your final take profit will be either here or this level here, right? So it's a very nice 1:, almost 3, right? 1:, 2.6. Okay, so this is the outlook for Euro USD, and for Euro JPY, right? Okay, you can see much consolidation right here. Okay, even though it looks like a head and shoulders pattern over here, right? But price is now hovering over this major overlap support level, because previously price has acted as a resistance so many times, right? And price could eventually react to this support level and hit up to this first resistance level. Because if you look at the daily chart, right, we have it's almost like a cup and handle pattern, right? This is the cup, this is the handle, and we're waiting for a break upwards. Okay, if you were to look at, let's say, cup and handle pattern, right, this is the move that we're predicting for price to actually push upwards. Okay, so this is the end of the handle, right? And there's a possibility for price to rise up. So personally, I will take buys here, but of course, I would recommend not to trade news, because news can be pretty volatile during this period and could affect these pairs quite a bit, especially because we have this major rate folder news, which is based on monetary policy statement. Okay, and after that, 15 minutes later, we have USD, GDP, and unemployment claims, right? So the unemployment claims is expected to be bullish, right? Because the past few times it has appeared as bullish. So it could potentially cause DXY to rise, right? Meaning that it'll be bad for these pairs, right? Like Euro USD, if DXY rises, right, then Euro USD, GBP USD, gold will all fall, right? So this could potentially affect our trade. But if the result is negative, right? So you can see it's negative for maybe like thrice for this year, or maybe a few times only for this year. You see right here, negative, 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 right? And the rest are either positive or no change. Okay, so you have to take note that for unemployment claims, if the actual data is less than the forecast, right? Means it is good for the USD currency, and all these pairs like gold, Euro USD, GBP USD, right, will all fall. Okay. So the next thing that we should look at is a potential setup that we are looking at will be NZD USD, right? Because we can see right here, there's a sell level that I'm looking at for NZD USD, right? One of the levels that I'm looking at will firstly be this first resistance level. The second level that I will be looking at will be this level over here, right? Because if I were to clear all these drawings, okay, and if you look at this structure itself, you can see that there are the two closest resistance will be this level right here and this level right here. Okay, so why is these two levels important? Okay, because if you look at this first resistance, firstly, it was a support for this twice, right? And price hasn't touched this area yet. So we need to see how price reacts to this level of resistance. If it breaks past, then the next obstacle will be this resistance over here, right? Because the first resistance is very simple. It's basically just support becoming resistance. But for the second resistance, right? Right, this is the first resistance. We have a 38.2% Fibo retracement. And for the second retracement, we have for the second resistance, we have a 61.8% Fibo retracement right here. And if you were to take a look at this is a double top pattern, right? And this is your neckline. So it's very possible that price will come up and react to this second resistance over here. Okay. And the next resistance we'll have to look at will be this level of resistance, whereby it's a more significant overlap resistance as well, because acted as a support breakthrough, right? Acted as a resistance, and resistance. Okay. But these two are fresh levels in a sense that price has not touched these two resistance levels at all. So these are the more probable resistance levels. Okay. All right. So if let's say you were to take a shot over here, right? Your stops can be placed above the these highs right here, which is the highs of the neckline. Okay. And your target can be this first level of support right here, where it is the 161.8% Fibo extension level. All right. So this is one of the trade that I'm looking at. All right. And for UJ, you see this wick over here, this whole wick, right? Up. We have a wick of that close above. The wick that closed below this area of resistance, and a wick that closed above this level of support, right? Because previously, earlier this afternoon, in like maybe 3 hours ago, right, we have a JPY news. So I think it was a JPY Japan intervention, whereby they actually caused these JPY pairs to be very volatile. That's why we have a push upwards and push downwards. Okay, and you can see price eventually closed below the 161.8% Fibo extension level, right? And price could continue to become bullish. Oh, sorry, bearish, right? Because we have a bearish divergence earlier on. Okay, and this indicated that there could be a reversal happening soon. All right, but I will avoid trading UJ for now. Okay, and another level that I'm looking at will be USD CAD, right? Because you can see right here, there's a fresh level of pullback support, right? There was a resistance here, and price is now retracing back to this pullback support right here. Okay, and this could allow price to continue its bullish momentum, because we can also see that price this level of pullback support aligns with the 23.6% Fibo retracement level, right? So price could come down, right? And eventually shoot up. Okay. But another of level of support would be this overlap support right here. Okay. Means that price could potentially come down to this level where it has other confluence here as well, acting as an overlap support as well as at the 50% feeble retracement level. Okay, so if price breaks this level of support, the next level of support that you need to look at will be this level of support. All right, okay, so you have to mark out your key levels. All right, and as for, let's say, gold, okay, so there is potential for gold to take out liquidity over here, because if you were to take a look at price, right, price is could be drawn to this buy side liquidity over here. Okay, and then if you were to mark this area out, okay, price could potentially hit this area, come up a bit, and then start to reverse down. So this is a area that I'm looking at for price to take out this high over here, right? Shoot up a little bit, and then we'll go down to the lower time frame and search for entries. Okay, this is just one of the simpler way, right? Don't sell at this wick over here. Sell when price takes out this wick and then shows rejection, right? And then you can sell. All right, so for DXY, we can see that DXY could potentially come down here because it has take out this high. You see right here, take out this high, right? And then price is starting to close below this first resistance level. All right, and price could potentially come all the way down here, or maybe this level, and it will show reaction. So for now, if DXY is going down, we should buy Euro USD, GBP USD, and gold. But of course, since you shouldn't buy at a unknown level, right? Because you can see that price could potentially just take you out if you buy at unknown levels. So let's say you buy here, your stops can be placed below this low, 23 pips, and same for Euro USD. If you take a buy right here, stops placed below this low, about 20 pips, right? Okay. Now let's take a look at maybe oil. All right, so the next level that oil could run into would be this level of support right here. Okay, or it could potentially break this area and come down to this level right here, right? Because it could be drawn to this sell side liquidity. Okay, and price, if you see carefully, right, once price oil is actually pretty clean, right? It broke this level of resistance, came down, acted as a support, came up here, found this level of resistance over here, came back down to this level right here, and go back up, right? And price has now broken through oops, price has now broken through this level of pullback support, came down, broke this level of support as well, and could potentially come up and break this level of support as well. So I would actually set my sell stop right here, right? Stop loss placed above this level, right? Targets placed here. Okay, gives price some space to breathe, and then price could react to this second support instead of the first support, right? Because it has a very nice structure: break, retest, break, retest, break. Okay, so this is what we are looking at for oil. Okay, and then for USD CHF, right? USD CHF, we called the reverse of this first resistance level right here. Okay, so now it's running about less than 20 pips profit, right? to this level over here, to this support, and then from here, you are able to buy up. So it's okay if you miss the sales, but I would suggest that you can take a buy at this level right here, right? Because if you take a look at the overall market structure, price was very bearish, right? But we have a change in character over here. So price could potentially react to this level of pullback support, okay, before going up here. Oops, I would say react to the first resistance, come down a bit, and then break this first resistance. Okay, so this is the idea for USD CHF to take a buy at this support level over here, right? But if you think about it, you can see that price has made an inverse head and shoulders pattern, okay, and could potentially test this neckline, which is your first support, right? So if I were to take a long trade here, I'll take a long position. All right, stops placed below this low, 25 pips SL, targets right here. So 1:2. All right, so this is the USD CHF trade. Oops. See over here, 9238. Okay, so let's look at US 30 because I'm also looking at US 30 opportunities. All right, so US 30 is, if we go down to the lower time frame, right, it's been trading in a range for quite some time. I think we're waiting for price to actually have a breakout. All right, so if you look at this, right, price is now trading within this range, and if price actually breaks out, means price comes up here, come back down to this level of resistance, then you can take a buy, right? But if you are a more risk averse person, you like to take risks, right? You can enter a long position after price breaks out of this structure, stops placed below around 30 pips because indices moves very fast, right? And then your next high that you would target at will be this level of high, this high right here. Okay, and there's a lot of buy side liquidity over here and here as well. So price could definitely reach these areas soon, right? If you were to take a look at market structure. Okay, if we go to the higher time frame, it's hovering at a very strong level of support right here. Okay, so previously, I think now I'm still in a trade. I took the buys right about here at this body of the candle, right? My stops placed below this low right here. Not this week, because if I were to put my stops below this week, is about 80 pips. So I wanted to reduce my stop loss, right? And then now it's currently running right now. All right, but if you take a look at the lower time frame, possibility that price might actually respect this level over here, and then you can take a buy. You can probably take a buy right about here. Okay, and then your stops placed below this level of support right here, slightly less than 50 pips, is around 40 pips ish, and then you can potential to actually swing this trade. Right. Okay, let's see. Okay, what other pairs will be affected? USD CHF we went through, USD JPY we went through. Okay, Germany 40 doesn't look good. US 500, all right. Okay, before I carry on, do you guys have any FX pairs that you guys want me to go through with you? Right, so just feel free to request any pairs that you guys want me to go through. Oh yes, all right. So okay, so if you want to go through NFP, right? NFP is the first Friday of every month. So next week, right, Thursday, we can go through NFP together, right? Because NFP is the first Friday of every month, and next Friday, 3rd November, will be the first Friday of that month, right? So yeah, US 30, there's a very high chance that it will go up, right? So I'll most likely hold my position, right? Or you can trade the breakout itself, right? Because we have a level of resistance over here, right? We have a level of resistance over here. I would say this area is your level of resistance, right? Because we have is most probably your supply zone, and this is your demand zone. Okay, so this is your demand zone right here. This is your supply zone. So price is definitely trading between this range right now, preparing to either break out below or break out above. But most likely it will actually break out above because we have been in a downtrend for quite a while, and there is always time for correction, right? Okay, so look into US tech. US tech. Give me a moment. Let me see. Is it this one? Tukwasi, is it this one? US tech? Oh yes. So just take note, like US 30, right? US like NAS 100, US 30, etc. will usually move in the same way, right? If you see US 30 is in a buy, most probably US tech, US NAS 100, all that will be a buy as well. So if I were to look at maybe US tech, right? Okay, if I were to take a look at US tech, right, I can easily draw a level of support right here. Support for support. Okay, and you see right here, the 4-hour candle close above this level of support. So this gives us confirmation that it will be a buy trade, right? But if you were to take a look at the 15-minute time frame, right, we need price to actually come down to test either the right shoulder, because this just looks like a inverse head and shoulders pattern to me, right? Because you see right here, right? Sometimes it may not be as clean, so I'll switch from candles to line chart, all right, and see if there is actually a proper structure, right? So I will potentially look for buys right about this area right here. So if I were to take a look at buys, long position, stocks placed below, right, and this could be your potential swing trade. It'll be best if price can come down and test this area of support again, right? But most likely it wouldn't happen, right? Price would most probably bounce up from here, and then you can put it's probably a swing trade already. All right. Okay, US 100, right? Just now we went through yep, this is US 100. Same as Nasdaq, right? If it's going up, then Nasdaq US 30 and NAS 100 will go up as well. Okay, so this is something that you need to take note of. You shouldn't be the case whereby you're selling one of these and then you're buying the other, right? It should be all in line with each other, because you can see right here, bearish downtrend, buy trend up. Bearish downtrend, preparing to buy up, right? So this just makes sense if you are able to look at it properly, right? If I were to look at NAS 100, yeah, price eventually close within this level of support right here. Okay, so let me just draw this out. Level of support. This is your first resistance. This is your second resistance. And we move that. All right, you can see right here, the price touched negative 27.2% expansion, and then went up. So this was a level that I actually highlighted. If price closes below this first support right here, then price could potentially become bearish further, right? But price is now closing within this first support level and could possibly go up, right? If you take a look at US 30, right? Remember what I said, trading within a range, right? So the next buy opportunity that you can get would probably be this level support right here, or even better, right at this level right here, this demand zone. Okay. All right. So anything else that you guys want me to go through with you? Right, but my bias for US 30, US 100 and US tech is could potentially be a bullish run. All right. So because this could be a potential reversal trade, and you can see right here, price made a double top, coming down to same right here, double top, same right here, around something like that, something like a double top, right? So price could potentially break this level, which is the neckline, and come down to this level over here. Come down to this level, could potentially come back down to this level right here. All right. So this is something that you need to take note of. How is the trade going? Is it buying in 4 hour? Okay. Yes, I'll go through Bitcoin as well. Okay. And you can see gold has already started to come down from here. Right? If we go to the H1 time frame, you can see gold reacted to this level of resistance right here. Okay, and it's now coming down. But there's a possibility that gold might actually break bounce off from here and take out this liquidity level over here. Right? Remember what I said about liquidity, buy side liquidity, right? So this could just be a move to draw in buyers, and then people will buy up, take out this liquidity, do a pick, right? Then here is the area where you want to sell. Okay, so for US 30, my entry was 32896, right? So I remember correctly, it's about here, right? Because yeah, 896.41 is around this area right here, where price actually created this double bottom right here, right? And that's why I entered on this bullish engulfing candle over here. Okay, and price came up, came down, came up, came down, came up, came down. So I'm predicting that price might be waiting for a breakout, and this could be a significant trade, right? Let's see Bitcoin. Okay, so Bitcoin, if you were to take a look at the 4 hour, right, I draw a little trend line because you see right here, if you go to the 1 hour chart, right, price has been respecting this trend line all along, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 touches, right? Price could potentially break past this trend line, retest, and come down. But we definitely cannot predict, but we should adapt. Okay, so if price closes within this trend line right here, then I can look for a scalping long position, stops place below this level, this wick over here. Okay, and my target will be to take out this almost equal tops right here. Okay, so that's a 1:4 trade. Yep, so this is what I'm looking at. And then if you look at the 4 hour, right, you definitely have to notice that price is very bullish right now. it did a massive bullish run. So this could be a potential ascending flag order right here, right before price actually breaks above. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at for BTC USD. All right, so for ETH USD, funny thing is that ETH USD is coming down right here. Right, so most likely I will buy at this level, right, where it is a pullback support level. But of course, BTC USD and ETH USD usually have its similarities, right? You can see very long bullish run, right? And then price started to come down from there and created lows. All right, same for BTC USD. Price created a new high, right? I think it's the monthly high, and then all right, and then came down, created lows. All right, but it's now looking to be bullish, right? Okay, so another level that I'm also looking at will be this level of support right here, right? Because price could potentially come down to this level of support before rising upwards. It's best if price comes to this level of support and then my stop loss slightly below this this swing low support level right here. Take profit right about here. So it's 1:2, 2.56. Okay. Yeah, so this is for GBP USD. Oh, you can see right here, EJ has already broken this first level of support, right? So it could potentially fall to this second level of support right here, where it was the previous low, right before this major push upwards. Okay, then we also have the 78.6% right about this level of support right here. Okay, so this level, right, could be a level whereby price can reverse from here, right? Because remember previously what I said was that head and shoulders pattern, right? Okay, you can see US 30 already dropped back down to the 32907 area, and price could potentially react to these levels right here. Okay. All right. So maybe let's go through any others. I would say because I already have a buy position, right? So I will hold my buy position, but I would suggest to trade after the breakout rather than trading at this area right here, right? I it's just advice that I can give, but you shouldn't focus too much on um like what I say because I may not be right 100% of the time, right? I may be wrong as well. So yeah, but the likely situation is that price could react to this level right here. Okay, and then it could possibly rise up, right? But it will probably be trading within this range for quite a bit until I would say 7:30 p.m. because 7:30 p.m. or 9:30 p.m. is when the volatility actually starts. So, all right. So you just have to take note of that. Okay. So have to remember that from 6 to 7 p.m. it's essentially the lunch hour. 11:30, 11 a.m. right? 6 p.m., which is like my time right now. 45 minutes ago, so it's about there. Now it's 11:45 London time, right? So until about 7 p.m. is their lunch hour. And then after that, right, from 7:30 onwards, price will start to move, right? You can see right here, price has been trading within this range, waiting for a move either upwards or downwards, right? So you should only trade maybe after the 7:30 mark, right? So that's where price may actually fluctuate. Yep, but for US 30 and Germany 40, it looks similar in the sense that on the lower time frame is ranging right now and could potentially prepare for a bullish movement upwards. Okay, so it's probably consolidating right now, waiting to gather buyers right now. Okay, before it makes its bullish movement. All right, so I may not be 100% right, but yeah, that's just my thoughts on US 30. See, yeah, so that's for US 30. Let me see. Yeah, so price could also break below, so I have a sell stop right below if it takes out my if I'm break even, right? So I have a sell stop below, so if price breaks through this area, right, then potentially price could come down to this second support level, right? But you can see all the little wicks over here, price could potentially rise up. Let's see price, past prices, strong support level, and see if it actually strong resistance level. Let's see. And pips. See US 30. It's a one. let's see how this goes. Yep, so 886. All right, so yeah. Maybe let's go through one more pair if you guys want to go through together. All right, so do you guys want to go through one more pair? Oh, thank you. Appreciate it, Tuwasi. Yeah, but you can see right here is very bearish right now, and price could definitely take out these lows. So what I can see is that price could potentially take out this low, reach these lows, right, before retracing upwards. So we have to see how price actually turns out here, right? But there's a possibility that price could retrace back out to this level and trade within this range, right? So personally, I'm out at break even, but I have a sell stop right here, right? In case price breaks past these lows, so I'll be able to enter a sell trade, right? Because for sell stops, if you remember, sell stops, right, is the basic, just like buy limit and sell limit, right? Sell stops is just the sells right here, and then um if it triggers, right, then you if price goes down, then you'll profit, right? If price reverse from you, then you will not be in profit. All right. Okay, let's see the next level of support right here. Okay, price is retracing back up slowly, but because this is lunch hour, right? So you have to remember that um there won't be much movements from now until maybe 7, right? Then maybe after that, price will start to react, maybe take out this low right here. Price maybe will take out this low right here and then go up, right? So this is something that you can take note of. 32864. There. See. Sorry, let me see this for a bit. 6. See. Yeah. Okay. So yes, that's the end of our session. All right. So thank you guys for being attentive and communicating with me, right, and helping you guys to analyze the trades itself. All right. So appreciate it. Right. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next week again. All right. So yep, that's all I have for you guys. Take care, and I'll see you guys next week. So remember to stay safe, trade safe, and I'll catch you guys next week. All right. Bye bye.